What's up guys, EddyNasty here, and welcome to a new little tutorial for you guys called Redstone Torch Scoreboard Part 2. Now first off, I wanted to show you on the little map download I had for you guys. I did change some stuff up a little bit, add a little bit of pistons right there for just decoration, and you can see I put pistons right there, just kind of dressed up the portal. Put a whole bunch of redstone torches and repeaters up there. Yeah, you know, just for looks. And put a whole bunch of other stuff right here for you guys. So you can come over here, press this little button, get yourself a little piston to pop out. But that's not what we're here for. So let's jump into the end here, and I'll show you what we got going on. Alright, you guys remember part 1 where we had the sand, which would drop through and be counted as the point before. You see how the torch keeps going, adding the score, and then we had a point where we could reset it, just like so. Well, that little scoreboard is alright if you wanted to use sand, but let's say you wanted to make a game where it had an input from a redstone signal, and you wanted a redstone torch scoreboard to work too, but also reset. Well, we got this little guy right here. So generally the same thing underneath these green blocks right here is those torches right there, just like that. So it's the same setup with that little staircase setup right there with the torch, repeater, and the torch. Same thing right there, as you can see, goes right across. So the green blocks, since they're being powered, they turn those torches off just like those did. And you could have it reverse. If you wanted those on, you would just put glass right there, and then you would have the first green block start right there, and then you'd build your next 9 right there. So that way you'd have 10, because this is a 10 score. So basically what happens is the input from right here, I'm going to press it once, just goes on a cycle between the pistons, firing this one off first, that one off second, that one off third, that one off fourth. So let's press it again. You'll see how it goes around in a circle. The signal comes in here, hits this piston first, and then we got it going down this way, which is hitting a block going right into this torch right here. So this torch will turn off when the signal comes through. Go over here, power this torch, this torch is being powered right now from this signal right now, so it would be off right now. So when the signal turns off, it would turn on, turn that piston on. You gotta have a little delay of a 4 tick right there from the first piston to the second, or otherwise you're gonna have a jam, and a jam in the system is not good. So once that torch gets lit, turns that piston on, you'll see the signal goes up, goes to another repeater at 4 ticks, pushes that block, and then going through that block right there, as you can see where the repeater is going to the block and not just to the piston, the signal keeps going on. We go all the way across right here to this repeater, add another 4 ticks, and then it'll activate that piston. It's not the cleanest, it's not the prettiest, but it does the job. As you can see, the score is still adding, and just like with that one, you would just put a block on top of this, and then another redstone torch, and then so on and so on. So you could build this anywhere you wanted to, and then still be able to keep a score wherever you want it to, because you could bring that up and then put a block right there. Actually, I'm going to put a block right there, and you can see you can put a block right there, and then you can put a dust right there, and then bring your trail out this way or that way, or just build straight up to wherever the arena is, so like up there. So let's get on to resetting this bad boy. We got over here is a T flip-flop. Now, some of you might be going like, oh, why don't you use a bud sensor, or why don't you use this other T flip-flop? Well, the reason why is I like this T flip-flop is because it's never really failed me. You know, even times where there's lag in the game, it hasn't failed me. So, you know, I gotta give it up props for this kind of design right here, saying that, you know, it's reliable. It doesn't fail on me. So let me get myself a button here, because I'm going to need to press it right there. So what happens is once you reach the amount you want, or you bring a signal from right here, that would activate this flip-flop that turns this wire on and goes and pushes this piston with the sand, because I wanted a way where the signal going through this wouldn't keep that piston on, so I added an extra block, and I just made the top block sand, so anytime that goes down, the sand block on top, as you see, will just fall down too. So that's a little repeater right there, set to 1 second, which is 4 ticks, and then just left 1 tick there. I probably don't need a repeater right there. I could put a dust right there to make it real 1 second, because that's adding an extra tick to the system, so that would be a second and 0.1 or something. But what happens is, as you see right here, the signal right here, this torch is not on right now, but if we make it go through again, generally you would have a wire going through this way from your reset button wherever you had it in the arena, so it would reset the scoreboard. But let's see what happens right here when it gets activated. And this is why I like this system. See, when this gets lit, turned on, those torches turn off, so the pistons are still activated. So it still keeps it activated, still keeps it in the same spot with the signal going through until it turns off. And as you can see, it turned it right back off. It's a pretty nifty idea for Scoreboard. I thought I would try to be original with it and not do digital numbers just like everybody else. I'm really waiting for Redstone lamps to come out for those, so that way I don't have to use a bunch of pistons, because pistons on the Xbox, even though they're fun and we like using them, if you get a lot of players on here, it starts affecting the whole game and everybody lags. So I like trying to figure out ways to do stuff where you don't have to use a ton of pistons, because it sucks playing a multiplayer game with your friends and then all of a sudden they lag from one point of the screen to the other in less than a second, and you're like, well, WTF, what the hell? So I like trying to figure out ways where it doesn't use a ton of pistons. As you can see, this is not a lot of pistons. I mean, it is quite a bit for a small system, or this isn't really a small system, but a system like this. And I don't know. Thought it was just a little bit more laggy. This is the same system that's on Top Shot, so you guys are welcome to go check that out and downloads. There should be a little link popping up for that. And yeah, so I've got more to show you guys. You can see I've got another creation over there I'm going to show you guys soon, and I'm going to catch you guys later. So see ya.